All right, let's take a break to have a bit of a laugh. Although, there's something a little problematic with this. And, when you promulgate a culture of basically ammo-sexualism, where, the idea that, and we've had, conservative callers call into this program. I think Doug is one of them, who talk about this sort of these fantasies they have, these ammo-sexual fantasies they have, where they imagine themselves as the hero, and they're going to save the damsel in distress, or they're going to protect the innocent. They're going to be a hero. They're going to be, who's that guy from Die Hard? John
McClane.
John McClane. I'm going to be the John McClane. That could actually be like a self-help. Be your own John McClane. And that's the problem that we have in our society. And when there are no voices that will point out, let's say in local media, that when you have this attitude, there's something sort of fundamentally ill with you and your worldview, then we have sort of crossed the Rubicon. We're going to play a clip from from what is this? Channel 5, is that it in Arizona?
15.
Channel 15, local Channel 15 in Arizona. I don't know what city it's in. Where they're covering a story. This is not from The Onion. I want to make that clear. Not only is the guy, John Hagg, who was arrested for his what he did, as discussed in this clip, out of his mind, but listen to all the newscasters around it who sort of think that there's something just a little vaguely wrong here. And they almost don't even go that far. Good.
Only on ABC 15, a good guy turning into a suspect tonight.
Yeah, the lesson learned, it is possible to take crime fighting too far.
Pause it. Just so you know, folks, it is possible to take crime fighting too far. Now, I know if some of you watch Supergirl, or if you watch Spider-Man, those movies, some of the earlier ones, you could see what he's talking about. But he's not talking about that. Continue.
I just wanted to stop the vehicle and get them caught.
His instinct to help in a bad situation just got him arrested.
ABC 15's Navita Fergani on this one, live at Alma School in Warner. And Navita, he admits he
All right, pause it. We're going to go back. We're going to pull it back. I want you folks now to imagine what this guy could have done. He was just trying to help out, and it got him into trouble. And it's one of those classic cases of this is what you get. This is your thanks for being a good Samaritan, right? Is that what's in your mind? He must have pulled somebody. He must have stopped and helped somebody with their flat tire, and they just basically said, "Get out of here, buddy," or "You're going to get a ticket for parking on the side of the road." I mean, isn't that what you imagine happens next? So just you run it back a little bit. Let's let it play.
Crime fighting too far.
I just wanted to stop the vehicle and get them caught.
His instinct to help in a bad situation just got him arrested.
ABC 15's Navita Fergani on this one, live at Alma School in Warner. And Navita, he admits he meant well, but got burned.
Yeah, he got burned twice, Katie. Once when he crossed that legal line, pulled out a gun, and pulled that trigger. But then he posted all about it on Facebook, leading police right to him.
I'm not a criminal.
John Hagg out of jail facing some pretty serious charges after dashcam video shows him pointing a gun at a U-Haul and pulling the trigger. And hearing that gun go off was just too much for this man to handle.
I was like, get me off the road.
But this video is only the tail end of the story. Hagg says he was at the Walgreens at Dobson and Warner when he saw two men in a U-Haul take off.
Well, I watched the guys running out, and she's holding her face and phone. And I'm like, "Did you just get robbed?" She said, "Yes."
So Hagg went after them.
I wanted to be a hero.
He saw the chance to save the day, a chance at getting the bad guys as he chased after them in his car.
I had good intentions, and I meant the best, and I meant to disable the vehicle.
But he pulled his gun and fired at this very busy intersection.
After I shoot, I just all flashed, and I'm like, oh God, what the hell did I just do?
That bullet could have hurt someone driving by.
And I don't know what I would have done if that would have happened. There's no words.
And while he admits taking the law into his own hands can be a bad idea, he hopes more people at least speak up.
Most people are scared to save people nowadays because they're in fear of more or less not what's going to happen to the people, but what's going to happen to them for saving them. And that's not cool. I mean, that's why we get a lot more crime, you know what I mean? Because everybody's so scared to save people.
Mistake that Hay came clean about is that he never called the cops and he did leave the scene, so he won't be doing that again.
Now, let me just be clear here. The people he was going to be saving, I guess in the scenario, were the shareholders of Walmart, because one of their local stores had there'd been a small shoplifting that had gone on. And so he was firing in a busy intersection from his car at a U-Haul, and none of the newscasters seemed to think like, well, you got burned twice. Once when he left, when he chased after this U-Haul, and then when he fired the gun at there, not only did he get burned by missing the U-Haul, but somebody caught him on video and panicked because there was a guy firing his gun out of his window.
Stacy, a energetic young man, took the law in his own hands tonight when he attempted to apprehend some stolen dish detergent and almost killed several people on a highway.
Nobody cares about saving anybody anymore. That's what I really want to stand up for.
I realized that I may have taken an extra step there, but I just feel like that would be a cool
I took an
superhero movie.
I took an extra step on the assuming somebody needed to be saved. I took the extra step in not calling the police and figuring I could just handle it. That part about firing into a busy intersection, arguably an extra step.
And the real extra step was posting it on Facebook.
Right, and then bragging about it afterwards.
That'd be a great superhero meetup, you know, like you're like, what do you do? I'm Spider-Man. What do you do? I'm blah blah blah. I shoot things out of my palm. What do you do? I just fire guns randomly at shoplifters on the interstate.
You know what? I don't even know if I believe that guy's story, because he doesn't call the cops. He just posts on Facebook. Sounds like he's just like, look at me, man.
I don't know. I would think that, but he seems so dumb and sincere in that clip.
I mean,
he really could be stupid enough
that
to not call the
guy
police.
should be locked up.
Why would I waste the police time? I got this.
If they apprehend these shoplifters, whatever they get, that guy should get ×3 in terms of being a danger to society. Like, I don't know if this guy could actually be rehabilitated. He's still, after all that, he's just going like, I still think people need to be saved. And you know what? I got news for him. My guess is, I don't know where he is, but statistically speaking, crime's not up wherever he is.
Yeah. And I grew up around guns, and one thing that I know you don't want to have happen when you fire a gun is immediately after the gunshot makes you think, oh, why am I shooting this gun right now?
That is like...
Really? The instructor doesn't say that to you? He's like, no, it's very important that the next step is you go, why did I do this? What am I doing with my life?
What's this gun doing in my hand? Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
You go to the range, you're like, and then at this point, you've assumed the right position. You're ready to take your shot, and then ask yourself, who am I? What am I doing? Why am I here? Oh, my God. I'm really stupid and reckless. Am I insane?